Sometimes when I do this, I just start up. I never know what I'm going to be talking about. But hello, hi, it's Kim Overholt, your party artist here. I don't know how long I'm going to be here, but I just wanted to say a quick hello and hope you're doing well. And welcome to my studio. This is my arts and entertainment studio where I do all my magic and most of my art too. When I'm not here, I'm usually in my kitchen table, and I like to draw at my kitchen table. It's just a thing I've been doing since I can remember. It just brings me a little bit more peace and stuff. So I hang out at home a lot and sit at the table and draw. So and when I'm not here, I'm at my kitchen table, and when I'm not at my kitchen table, I'm usually cooking up something or yeah, trying to come up with something to excite the mind and enthrall the soul. Yeah. So welcome. Hey, today is just you know what? I was supposed to work today. Well, yeah, here's the thing. They scheduled me to work at 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm not a morning person, so this surprised me right off the bat. So I go to work for nine, and they're like, "What are you doing here?" I'm like, "Well, you told me to come in for nine, and I'm here." And they're like, "Oh, well, we've got too many people now, and if you want, you can go home." I'm like, "Okay." I'll go home. You know what? I have more fun just, chilling a bit anyways. And unfortunately, I mean, I don't get paid today. That's all that means. And hopefully maybe I can get paid other ways. Like I get more out of showing people, this is more richness for my soul, I guess. We'll call it that. And yeah, yeah, I know my husband would say something completely different. Yeah, richness, right? I'm rich, all right. I got a lot of ideas, but yeah. Anyways, yeah. So welcome to my place. This is where I usually do all my stuff. I have well, I can give you like a quick little. You know, see, you can see there's some of the stuff I do, and there's some of my artwork over here. And of course, I've got more stuff going over here. There's my cover for my book, A Plate of Time. If you ever want to read a good book, that's mine. It's called The Plight of Time by Kim Overholt. You can buy it on Amazon. I only have it for the Kindle. And it's a really cool story. I've been thinking of actually making a few more stories because I do. I've got a whole plethora of stories in this little noggin of mine, and I love showing off some of the things that I know just for you and all of my special 34 guests that come and hang out with me and find out what kind of art I like to do. So I do all kinds. I run the gamut. So um, I just finished doing Inktober, which is like a whole month full of doing ink drawings. Which I meant to bring up my book to show you. Um, I left it on my table downstairs, in my kitchen where I usually am drawing. And yeah, I was going to show you some of the stuff. I might take a run down and go grab it because I grabbed this because I knew that you probably would be interested in hearing a little song or two. So, and yeah, I'm also a ukulele enthusiast. So I got to work and I'm like met up with a couple of people that I know, and I was like, yeah, I'm going home. I'm gonna go play my ukulele, and they're like, oh. The uke sounds like fun. I said, yeah, I am fun. Oh, the uke sounds like fun. Yeah, the uke is fun. I'm fun too once I get going. Who's on first? What's on second? I don't know who's on third. That kind of thing. Funny, not. But yeah, I brought up this because I knew that I could play it like a little song or something. Frank's been teaching me a few things to remember. I'm getting better. Everyone's like, "You're getting good at ukulele." Yeah, I know. I'm getting better at ukulele. I was bad, but now I'm getting better. And eventually, yeah, because this is what the government's trying to stop. Okay, in the year 2030, in the year 2030, in the year 2030, I will have myself my own band. Yeah. Never mind whatever else is going on. I don't care what's going on. It's coming regardless. Like you can try and stop me, but you can't stop me. I'm going to have a band. Yeah, I decided, at 60-ish, I think, I'm going to get my band going and hit the highway and tour and have a merry band of, I don't know, we'll find out as soon as I get going. I'm rolling up my sleeves. I'm getting set to do this. I've got a lot of people fascinated and interested in checking out my band once I get going, of course. And I have people that are interested in playing in my band. And if you're interested in playing in my band, you better start practicing up an instrument by 2030. I'm going to be heading out. And if you want to come with me, you're more than welcome to join my merry band. It kind of makes me feel like a Robin Hood, eh? A little bit. I'm a hood, all right. Yeah, I came from the wrong side of town, hang out with the wrong people. I'm just lucky I got away unscathed, Well, some people think I haven't. I think I did okay. Hmm. Yeah, let me go grab my book because I wanted to show you some of my drawings and like that's some of the paintings that I have. There's Joe Satriani finger painting over here. There's his guitar. You can't see him, but he's there. Hold on. No, so I'm gonna go grab my book. You might hear ghosts. You might see ghosts. Yeah, if you do, let me know. I sometimes they do wander around here when I'm not looking. So if you see something, definitely, in my comments or something, just tell me. And if you want to join, you want to hang out and subscribe, press the subscribe button. If you want to see a little bit more of the stuff that I do, check out the other things that I do. My other posts that I do. I do art. I honestly do. And but give me a second. I'll show you. Hold on. I gotta go grab it. Okay, I'll try and keep it. I'll try and keep it so that you can hear me. Well, you might not be able to see me. I might be able to just hear me going up. Oh, boy. Hope you didn't hear me farting. Oh, did I say that out loud? Oh. I don't do it in public. And right now I'm not in public, so I can do it when I want. So earlier today, did you see anything? Did you see anything? Did you catch goats? Goats. Yeah, I've got goats around here. Yeah, sometimes they jump around. Anything show up? I'll take that as a no. Okay, so yeah, my handy dandy book full of all kinds of different things that I like to play with. Paint pictures, drawings, blah blah blah. So yeah, I started this as a while back, and I was doing some other drawings, and obviously. Uh, Scary spider, watch out. I took over some kid's book and started drawing in it. He'd started doing stuff, and I just started continuing from there. I draw like sometimes things come to me, and there's prints, obviously. And why are you running? Alligator Pie. Anybody remember the song? Yeah, anybody, Alligator Pie. If I don't get some, I think I'm gonna die. Yeah, so my little drawings that I like to do. Hey, does anybody recognize these two guys? Does it look familiar? Yeah. Oh, and Stevie. Here's my Stevie. It's if you're wondering why it's shiny, it's because I did it in pencil, and I did it like in a certain type of pencil, so it's got like a. And he's playing a glass. Oh, let me show you. Let me get a little closer. You can see he's playing like a wine glass on a slide on his guitar. I didn't completely finish it, but I just wanted to get the moment right because it looks kind of cool, and I just did it with just shading. Yeah, so I love doing stuff like that. So that's just an idea. Illustrations that I like to do for fun. Well, I do it for profit too. If you're interested. Uh, like, no. And I do doodles in my book, and usually I end up coloring them in later on. So I see stuff like that. It reminds me of something off of Sesame Street. I kind of like to get ideas down before they disappear, and then I color them in afterwards. Yeah, I draw all kinds of stuff, all kinds of weird, wild things, ideas, and yeah, hey, that's me. That's me. Oh, I'm sinking into the pavement. Yeah, there it is. This is to let you know a little bit about natural immunity and the things that they're doing with Pfizer and Moderna and AstraZeneca and changing their names and trying to manipulate you more just so that you don't know what's going on. And oh yeah, okay, but that's a secret. You're not supposed to know. You're not supposed to know that. I know that, but nobody else is supposed to know that. Okay, so I do like drawings like this, and then I color them in, of course, because it's something I get excited about doing stuff, and when I start drawing them, I want to color them in too. So yeah, some of the stuff that I do, I just colored that one in the other day, and I enjoyed doing that one. That one's pretty. Somebody said when I had it not colored in, somebody said it looked like a tropical donut. I'm like, yeah, a tropical donut. Yeah, that looks like a tropical donut to me. And so yeah, so some of the stuff that I did for Inktober, I've started to color in. As you can see, some of them aren't colored in, but climbing. I colored that one in just the other night. I thought that was very pretty. I like I like that I did it, and I did the raven, and I colored it in. Looks good. Ah, I like hanging out with you because you don't complain. I know, Kim, shut up. All right, so yeah, I did like the spirit. I'm gonna color that one in. I colored in my fan. Isn't that neat with the little I almost says bosoms, but blossoms. And when you shake the picture, it's like the blossoms move. I love that. I love illusion. Illusions are one of my favorite things to do, especially with the magic and stuff. So I still have other things to color pick. Sour, yeah, and somebody caught in goop. And Frank Lloyd Wright, yeah, Frank Lloyd Wright design that I did, kind of, and the tick and helmet, and there's compass, and there's collision. I colored that one in. I'll color in some more of these ones because they are cute, especially the one with that one. And of course I love climbing, so I got, and I love things that grow. So, and I also played on words. The word fuzzy, open. That one is leak, leak in the boat, obviously, and there's extinct. That's an extinct saber-toothed tiger. The word splat, of course, you can color it in. Connect. I think I colored in some more stuff. Ooh. Oh, let me just give you a close up of that one. Here you go. Spark. Yeah. Okay. Spark. Everybody knows what that is and what that sound is. That it goes. Yeah, everybody knows that sound. Oh, hold on. Let me get that too far ahead. Splat. Oh, crispy. I love doing stuff like that where it looks like really weird. You color it in. Weird comics. Oh, and snake for the eye patch. The eye patch there. Yeah, yeah. I like to do illustrations of people, and I do color me in, did a little snake. And the last that I did was a silhouette of me rock climbing. Yeah, that would be me rock climbing. Yeah, when I used to. And there's our pretty prime minister, Je ne peux pas, and Jim Carrey, who smells funny. And Eek the cat, because I love Eek the cat. For a friend, oh, I like Chinese. That's a cigar. Sorry, that's a friend of mine. She wanted her new puppet drawn, made into like a little cartoon. So I did one for her. Oh, 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 oh. Went too far ahead. And yeah, so I thought I'd start up something new. And this one's called Saint. And I've got other ones called Hibernation's going to be coming. I got like Grumbacher, which is one of the people who kind of got me started with doing painting and paint nights and painting for all you people, wonderful people out there. I was doing painting. So Grumbacher's also got a list of things. If you run out of ideas and you want to, draw something, but you have no idea, they have a list for November of all the different things that you can paint or draw under a certain category if you want. You can do whatever you want, but if you're just like, I want a challenge, they give you a word and you got to draw what you think that word means. So that's kind of fun and cool, and this kind of stuff that I like to do. So I might take up the challenge and continue that one that I did for Saint. That was one of theirs. So that was for November 1st, but I haven't done the last couple like yesterday's, and I haven't done today's yet either. So it's up to me whether I want to continue doing it or do something else completely different. And sometimes, I like doing something completely different, and I have things that still to complete and finish, especially around here. Like as you can see, there's stuff kind of all over the place here. I can kind of move around and situate and all that other stuff. And yeah, so but anyways, that's the mess over here. I'm going to show you. I got a nice little window to the world, and I'm here to help you kind of have fun a little bit with art. So I love art in all its forms, and I have my collection of paintbrushes. I have pens and pencils, and if anybody says that people hoard stuff, I think my problem with hoarding would be definitely art supplies because I always want to keep them. I have a hard time getting rid of them. I don't like to get rid of them unless I don't really need them. There are a few markers and things like that that kind of expired along the way, and you know, even when they're kind of little bit, you can always use them for something. And that's the thing. I'm like, I can use that for something. I can use that for something. It's like, no, just throw it out. It's okay. It's okay to throw things away. Some things, I was always told, like I was talking the other day, and it's true. In North America, we are we are wasteful. I gotta say, we could probably reuse a lot of stuff that we toss away, and I was told actually years and years ago by a guy from Czechoslovakia. He came. He said, you guys, we don't do the things that you do here. If something's broken, we at least try to fix it first before we toss it out to the curb. And it's like, yeah, it used to be back in the day, back maybe in the 70s, maybe when people actually used to try and repair things before they got it sent or like chucked it out the door and got a new one. But ever since the 80s became so cookie cutter, you got one, you got another, you got another, you got another. It's like there's a lot, there's a lot of stuff around here. We've got a lot of stuff, and maybe too much, maybe a lot of too much of something, and not enough love in the world, eh? Sometimes, eh? All the material things that anything you look for in the world, material wise, but try and find a good heart and a mindful person with a kind disposition. If you want to find honesty, look no further than right here. I'll tell you what honesty is here. I'll be honest with you. I'm one of those people who tells you if you got something on your face, I'll say, "Lily, you got something. You got a booger hanging out of your nose." I'll tell you. Believe me, I am like one of those people where I wouldn't want to have something hanging out of my nose. Anything hanging out of my nose. Okay. I wouldn't want anything hanging out of my nose and having you guys going, look, she's got some. We won't say anything, but hey. No, I'm 100% honest up front in everything. I'll give you the best that I can. And that's what I do. Everything that I do in this life, I do it the best that I can. Even even when I fall over and when I fall off my bike, I do it well. I when I fall good. Yeah, yeah, I have stories. I have many stories I could tell you, especially that one time where it was winter and I was living above Walter Austin's music store. Here's a story. Yeah, and it was Christmas time, and I had a lot of presents in my hand. I was heading over to some place, and I know that usually to get up and down from my apartment was using the fire escape, and sometimes in the winter when it's cold and wintry outside, the fire escape got nice and icy and stuff like that. So the one day that I'm coming down around Christmas time with a whole bunch of presents in my hand, right? Luckily, I knew what it was in, nothing breakable. But I'm coming down the stairs, and all of a sudden, I feel I'm going to fall, and I'm like, oh gosh, okay. So I kind of like in a quick little thing, I throw the kind of the presents off the side so that I don't land on them, and then off I go trying to direct my body into a snowbank, which I think was a snowbank, anyways. So when I fall, ooh, ah, I hit, and the snow was light and fluffy, and it went right underneath me, and I fell. On the back of my leg, I had a bruise, the back of my hip, on my butt, my back. It's like, yeah, when I did it well. I mean, the presents were fine. They ended up being okay, but it was me. I ended up like scrambling. I think I ended up having to go back inside and kind of dust myself off the best I could and just kind of hobble around and like, wish everybody a Merry Christmas. And yeah, that was quite a while ago. Yeah, stuff like that. When I do it well. What can I say? I've been practicing with Kimmy the clown, and Kimmy the clown, she's good. She went to the Chevy Chase School of Pratt Falls, so she knows how to fall well. But anyways, neither here nor there. I just wanted to say hello too, and yeah, I wanted to show you some of the pictures that I got that I did over the course of October for Inktober. Now, this is just an example of some of the things that, I do to improve my line quality and to get better at doing drawings. And this is how, if you want to do that for yourself too, if you're trying to improve, word of advice is just keep practicing, keep practice, practice, practice. Getting good at ukulele, you got to practice, 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 practice. If you want to do anything that's really, really, you know, spectacular, and think, oh my gosh, you do it so naturally. Well, yeah, it's lots of practice. Yeah, it's like doing this. It's like, how do you do that? Well, I started when I was young, watching Doug Henning do that, and I'm like, oh, I got to do that. So now I know how to do that, and I usually do the trick though. Chance together like a warrior, like a warrior, like a lawyer. No, like like a hammy champion. It's a Kimmy the Clown trick. They call that being a manualist, being able to play an instrument without an instrument being there. Kimmy the Clown, it's one of those things that once I was a clown, I knew my calling, and then after that, I was like, ooh, art, yeah, art was fun. Kimmy's funner, and learning about art is always a blast. So, if you ever want to do a little bit more, I'm going to be, like I say, I'm going to get you started. Even if you look at some of my previous videos, I can get you started on learning about character design for doing comics and doing cartoons and making your own characters and making your own stories is a lot of fun. I could tell you I have other stories, not just falling down stories. Yeah, there's other stories where that came from. And a lot of life stories. I have so many life stories I could tell you too. Some good, some not so good. And they all have lessons at the end. We all learn, as we go in this life. Um, one thing we do learn, and I've told some of the young kids, the 20-year-olds these nowadays, I call them kids. I tell them that, like, you're going to be surprised when you figure out what adult life is all about, because it's not what you expect. That's for sure. And I say, if I'd have known that maybe a little bit sooner, I would have started a lot earlier. Believe me, it's true. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, ain't that peculiar? Ain't that peculiar? Yeah. Yeah, that's right. I was the reason I had that little thing up because I wanted to play you a song, and that song is "Ain't That Peculiar." Now let me see if I can pull it up for you. I know I have it. Da, 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 da. All right, and we are looking for Fanny. So yeah, I'm home. They gave me the day off, and I'm like, okay, well, what am I going to do with myself? Well, as I especially wanted to come in and see you guys, of course, and say, hey, I'm off. Jeez, but let me play you a song, maybe just one, and then yeah, I guess I should do stuff that's do something that's like useful. I don't know if this will. You do me wrong, but still I'm crazy about you. This is actually, is it a Marvin Gaye song? Yeah, I think so. Stay away too long, and I can't do without you. I'm gonna hold on a second. Am I capoed? Hold on. I might be. No, I'm not. Okay. Let me start again. You did me wrong, but still I'm crazy about you. Stay away too long, and I can't do without you. Every chance you get, you seem to hurt me more and more. Each hurt makes my love much stronger than before. I know the flowers grow with the rain, but how can love grow with pain? Enough truth makes love last longer. Why does love lies make my love stronger? Ain't that peculiar? I tell you, I play this thing called Kimmy's ukulele kamikaze, and yeah, that definitely has become a kamikaze song. Can you tell I wreck like I like to play it, but I wreck the songs? Yeah, and I do it just for you because I know you appreciate it as much as I do. Ain't that peculiar? Anyways, yeah. And now that half hour of fun has that I've gotten to now, I'm like, okay, now what do I do? So yeah, you know what? I do have a few things to do today, and I still have a few things to work on. Obviously, I got a few little things to keep you guys interested. And before you go, yeah, of course, I love to do this for you guys. I'm going to give you a little tarot card reading because oh, what a peculiar day! Like it didn't turn out anyway as I had imagined it. So maybe it's time I look at my cards and see what is really in store for everybody else here today. Maybe not for me, but let me just shuffle my cards and give you a card for the day. All right, so give me 1 second. You'd not believe the card that just came up was the same card that I had from the other day, and it's like illusion, a funny illusion. All right, so let's now that I've prepared the cards for what we're going to be doing today, let's find out what's in store. Oh, swirling mists which the gods have kissed, please let us know which way our fortunes shall be twisted. Shall twist, Lala. I'll get it down better next time. Yeah, because it's live, and anything can happen while you're live. And that's what it's all about, babies. Live is what it's all about. Was that my stomach? Hey, is it lunchtime? Hey, my stomach is knowing better time than I am right now. Okay, so what is going to be going on for today? And if things go well, I might even come back tomorrow and give you another reading. But I do have to do maybe before noon though. This time is a little bit okay. Feeling good. I might have to stop soon. My hands are getting tired. If it feels good, just tell me stop or I will stop. Sometimes something falls out, and usually that's what the going card is. But sometimes I just stop when it feels good. Maybe one more time. What do you think? One more time? Okay, one more time. I got small hands, so these are kind of big for me. Okay. How's it feel? No? No? One more time. A little bit more. Oh! Ooh. All right. We had a card come up. All right. What do we have here? You got courage. Courage, people. Courage. I believe that's what it is. Courage when your back's against the wall. And yes, courage, my friends. So the lesson for today is have courage. Yes. Yeah, I was right. I know my cards, so yes. When your back's against the wall and you are challenged to stand by your beliefs and values, don't be afraid. What do I say? I usually go to the Psalms 27. The Lord is my light, my salvation. Whom shall I fear? Yeah. So yes, this is good. I'll read you what it says about the card itself. So it says, a lone stalwart figure stands defiantly in front of a battlement. He could retreat behind the stone wall to protect himself, but courageously he has taken this challenge. His face is determined, his shield is held high, and his magic staff are more than equal to defend uh, is more than equal to the 7 flaming swans that are arrayed against him. At his feet, a great red blossom flower embodying the things that have nurtured and cared embodying all the things that he has nurtured and cared for. So at the bottom there, there's a flower there. Loved ones and land and all the living things upon it. He firmly believes that the values and ideas long established are about to be tested and supported, and he must defend it. If justice is not forthcoming, he alone will resolve all difficulties. He knows that he can hold his own by confronting his own problems directly. When challenged in the extreme, he cannot be compromised. There you go. So challenge and don't be afraid. Yes, courage. So you are challenged to stand by your beliefs and values. Do not be afraid to personally defend what must be defended. So you see, only by assertiveness you will win the day. Trust your judgment and intuition and believe that even if the situation looks foreboding and difficult, you will know how to handle it. There you go. Remember that the difference between heroic and cowardly behavior is that a hero or heroine goes forward despite the fear. So, okay, so here's they used to come with like a little kind of like a little spell or something that you can do. Okay, kind of like a help you along the way thing. So next Tuesday. So it's giving you like little instructions I can do. So next Tuesday, so Tuesday is ruled by Mars, who gives the courage and determination. So on a Tuesday, write at this inscription upon a smooth stone with a permanent marker and create a talisman for yourself. And it goes, courage of land, courage of sea, strengthen, fill, and favor me. And keep this talisman a secret. Carry it around with you. Touch it for power, for so you feel you're empowered, and have it with you in a time of need. So there you go. So there's something to keep you strong. Yeah. So that's good. That's a good card. Be strong today, people. And that's what it's telling me. It says, be strong today, people. Now, I always usually look at the base to see where stuff's coming from. So obviously there's somebody out there because it mentions somebody with those characteristics of the King of Swords. The King of Swords is watching. He comes from a very airy place, let me tell you. And let me tell you a little bit about the King of Swords. You might like people like that might encourage in the course of your day. So it's funny. The other day when I had gotten the what was it, the Empress or something, and it's funny because one of the girls I was talking to was like, "Oh, hey, just kind of look like you too." So maybe somebody out there with those characteristics are out there watching me right now, and I want to say thank you for watching. If you are a master of the realm of ideas, remember that even if your intellect is aroused by and stimulated by a flurry of new ideas, do not let yourself be led to a state where you're daydreaming and imagining things. So, keep your head up, keep your chin up, and be aware that others would like to share in your thoughts and stimulation and be learning from you. So something really great. So I appreciate you wanting to learn something from me, and I appreciate that. That is a great thing to have. Make sure you spend your time relaxing and having yourself a wonderful day, just the same. And I appreciate you guys coming and checking in on me because there's always so much more art and different things that you can do to make your life a little bit more of a joy. And I guess on that on that note, to keep it short and sweet, I should let you guys go and let you enjoy your day doing art. Now, get yourself a sketchbook and start drawing something. Like put something in a book and give yourself some practice. It really does help you, and it does keep you a little bit more focused. Focus is very important. So in the meantime, I just want to say thank you guys for coming out. You guys, as my mom would say, peace out, brother, with a little bit added. And it's so sunny and beautiful outside. I know it's cold because yeah, the temperatures are definitely changing. And I also heard that we're also might be receiving some kind of glancing blow from the sun. So I hope everything goes well today for everybody. And I guess we'll find out what happens. In the meantime, I want to say thank you very much for tuning in, and have yourself a fantastic day, because you are worth it. And thank you once again. And like I say, click that button. You want to see more about the stuff that I do, and I'll see you again.